Liam Truth here, and first and foremost, I want to thank you guys because the last video I uploaded was the fastest growing video view-wise on the channel since I started. 140 plus thousand views in the first 24 hours. I think it's sitting at 230,000 right now, which I've gotten videos with more views than that, but not this quick. It's always taken a while. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Whether you liked the video, you commented on the video with your thoughts, you commented on the video with the channel catchphrase, making fun of Call of Duty for botting their Black Ops 7 trailer. If you want to support the channel, you don't want to comment that. This video is amazing, learned a lot. I always laugh when I see it. I'm going to make a t-shirt soon, don't worry. People have been asking, I'll get to it very soon. Keep your eyes peeled. But the point is I really appreciate it and all that, but I hate that it's taken this long and the series has had to dip into the depths of hell. I mean, we're beyond rock bottom. We are playing limbo with Satan himself in a fiery pit. The series is down so bad. And what I want to cover, guys, this video, my word, man. Where do I even start? I'll just get right on into the meat and potatoes because, quite frankly, I've got a lot I want to get off my chest. So the first thing I want to point out is actually something positive. Peak is the game I am playing in this video. I have had more fun on this game than the past 6 Call of Duties combined. Not joking. You can get this game for like $7 on Steam. That's right, $7. $7. $7 is all I can spare to spend on you, Chris. Wait, it's not even $7 technically. It's $7.99, $8, whatever. Peak is an amazing game. I'm not sponsored. I'm just trying to give these indie devs some love here. But speaking of sponsors, I will cover everything. I got some good and I got a lot of bad after a brief word from this video's actual sponsor, Geologie. Today's video, I have partnered with Geologie. They are the skincare company I use and trust. It's very simple to get started. You go to the website, you fill out a quiz, and then you are given a regimen, and that regimen will be tailor-made for you. Now, me personally, I am super oily. It looks like I went bobbing for fries in the deep fryer. And the Geologie skincare regimen helps me control that, helps my dark circles. Not sure why I have those, but I do. Probably all the gaming I do. But yeah, I use the face wash. I use the retinol cream, the under eye cream. It is fantastic, and it keeps me looking fresh. And guys, Geologie also has hair care, body washes, deodorant, you name it. 10,000 5-star reviews. So guys, if you are interested, use my link and code to grab your personalized skincare trial set for 100% off this month only. Plus, you'll get a free gift and up to 50% off on add-ons. Trust me, your skin will thank you. Hit up this offer before it's gone. All right, guys, welcome back to the video. And Peak represents why I became a gamer. And you can see that by this wholesome review I saved here. Let me just read off this review because it's like, this is what gaming should be, you know? So far, I've been enjoying this game solo, but I'm really looking forward to trying it with friends soon. Solo play is still fun, but I'm sad there isn't matchmaking yet. I love that there's a new map to try every day and new things to see. I can't wait to see what's added next. Update, since I've made this review, I've made a ton of new friends and genuinely have been having the most fun I've had in a long time. I just want to thank everyone in the Peak community for being so supportive and not toxic. I was so afraid of reaching out to new people, but it has honestly been a blast. Thank you. Philster8, my guy, I'm glad you're having so much fun. And it's like, this is what gaming should be. It should be fun. It should be creative. It should be a way to socialize with your friends. Meanwhile, on Call of Duty, the stuff I'm going to cover today, I mean, before I even get into the sins of this trillion-dollar company fucking over their player base yet again, the community itself, he mentions how, like, thank you for not being toxic. I can't think of a more toxic fucking community than the Call of Duty community. I mean, if I see one more Epstein name in a Call of Duty lobby in a video, I might just die of laughter. If I hear one more person over voice chat that sounds like they have severe brain damage say that, nah, man, fuck this, I'm turning on my cheats. Like, dude, I might just die of laughter. It's so funny. This community is beyond saving. The entire franchise is a joke, and the only joy I get out of it, if you're like me watching, the only joy I get out of it is just making fun of it. I have more fun documenting how bad this shit is than playing it. And it's gotten to the point I seriously don't think I'm even going to bother with Black Ops 7. What I'm probably going to do is get it on Steam, play it for 2 hours, then I can refund it and just give you my opinion that way, and then I wash my hands of it. I am done until the next yearly military Madden slop gets forced upon me. Yet again, I know it may hurt my channel. I get that. Maybe it's a stupid fucking decision, but I've always done things my way. I think you guys respect that, and I think you are here just to hear me talk about the game, not see me play it. So maybe other content creators will hop on board, but I doubt it because the daddy Activision paychecks are probably very good. I wouldn't know. I've never even spoken to the motherfuckers. So that's just me. I digress, though. Let's get into the real meat and potatoes, and let's address the thumbnail of this video, because good God. So this was posted on the Black Ops 6 subreddit, and it just said the Season 5 event. And when I saw this, I didn't look at the comments. I didn't really check anything. I just sat there and I stared at my screen and I wondered how the hell we even got here. I must have just sat there and stared for like 5 minutes. It's beyond rage at this point. It's beyond anger. It's just sheer apathy. It's like I'm at a funeral or something. It's the best way I can put it. But thankfully, this is just a meme. It's a meme, a shit post or whatever. Some guy made it, and I'll link the full Reddit thread if you want to check it out. But for a second there, I mean, who would even think that it's fake? Who would even think this is someone making a joke? A joke would be like, I don't know, making the Teletubbies an operator event in Season 5 or whatever. That would be a joke. And even that might not be too far off in a couple of years. But anyway, It's getting hard to tell what's a joke making fun of the franchise and what the actual franchise is. I recall seeing this image go viral on Twitter, and so many people thought it was fake at the time. So many people thought this was a joke screenshot. It's one of the ugliest, if not the ugliest video game screenshots in history, but so many people thought this was bullshit and it was some Photoshop job or something. It turned out to be 100% real. So when I saw this Family Guy thing, I mean, let's be real here. Let's be 100% honest. It is going to happen. It is going to happen. For Season 5, though, we're not getting Family Guy. We're getting something tonally off completely from Beavis and Butthead and Jay and Silent Bob and all that stuff. Completely tonally off. And it just goes back to my entire complaint with the series. What in the hell is it even trying to be? Where's the theme? Where is your grounded, like, thematic fucking video game? Where is it? It's completely gone. This is what they're doing for next season, though. The Fisherman from the new I Know What You Did Last Summer, which is a sequel to the 90s movie, which I guess if you really squint, it's tonally 90s, but let's be honest, they're just taking whatever they can get to, they're just taking the paycheck, basically. But yeah, it still doesn't make a lot of sense, though, because unless the Fisherman is using some weird bong gun or something in the new movie, I have not seen it, don't think I'm gonna see it, but unless he's doing that, it still doesn't make a whole lot of sense because the dude's a slasher. I mean, he uses a hook. Whatever, dude. It's better than unicorn farts and D&D AI claiming and cel-shaded eyesore garbage, an American Dad. I guess it's better than that, but that's not saying much, and still, it is completely off tonally for Call of Duty as a whole. It's really not much better. I talked about in my last video, I forgave them doing a Halloween skin of Ghostface in Cold War, because it's Halloween. I can kind of see why they're doing it. It's a little goofy. Halloween's kind of wacky. People dress up. Okay, then get your goofy horror characters out. Totally fine. Get that. But, I mean, it's July, man. I get this as a summer movie, a summer slasher, but I don't know. It's mid. I mean, it's not bad. It's not good. It's just mid. And if I'm being honest, this game is in such a piss poor state that this just makes me not want to see the movie. So if this is your idea of advertising and cross promoting the makers of this movie, the studio behind it, you kind of failed, because Black Ops 6, Warzone, Call of Duty as a whole is a gigantic joke right now among the community. So kind of a waste, if I'm being real. But hey, guys, at the very least, we have just a few more months of this, right? Just a few more months, and then the new Call of Duty comes out, and if you buy that one, at least you'll get a little break from the stupid skins, the cringy bundles that you see constantly shoved in your face. Only that's not what's gonna happen. Look at this. Black Ops 7 recently revealed its ESRB rating, and Ghost of Hope, after looking at the image, said, "So carry forward." Great. So in this particular ESRB rating, they had references to the weed bong guns that are in Black Ops 6 currently, which is a dead giveaway, pretty much 100% factual at this point, unless they change it last minute because of backlash, that all of these cringy, stupid skins, which make a mockery of war, by the way. I mean, at least it's going to be a futuristic game in Black Ops 7. It's not based on a real war, a real event where people lost their lives and fought and died and have PTSD. And I've covered it before, but sorry, it burns me up, man. It really does burn me up. Regardless, though, all the stuff in Black Ops 6, from the stupid collabs to the cringy AI-generated skins they make out of thin air, to the weird dragons and the tracer effects that blind you when your teammate dies in front of you, all that stupid stuff is going to be there day one in Black Ops 7. I can't think of a better reason to not purchase the game. I really can't. Before, carry forward would be seen as a good thing if the skins fit the game. We wanted the carry forward stuff with like Modern Warfare 2019, where it's more milsim, And look, I am not a Modern Warfare 2019 fan. It's a horrible game in my opinion. It's what caused a lot of the issues in current Call of Duty. But we're at the point where, at the very least, the game had a tone and it felt like a war game. And it felt good. Like, I'll give it that. Looks-wise, theme-wise, like production-wise, Modern Warfare 2019, and this is not me, like, sucking the game's dick way after the fact, because I still hate it, but MW 2019 is a beautiful game. Visually, it is fantastic. The way the guns feel, great. The way just everything comes together to form a nice, beautiful package. I would be lying to you if I didn't give it credit there. But the fact of the matter is we have lost that completely. Think about that. That was the one thing holding that game together, right? And then you strip that away. You strip that away and give us this awfully just optimized, kind of ugly, if I'm being completely honest. I don't think Black Ops 6 holds a candle to Modern Warfare 2019's visuals even. That's weird to say, but I think MW 2019 is the better looking game to this day. And it was on a previous generation. I don't know, man. But you strip that away. You strip that theme of Call of Duty away. And what we are left with is utter slop. I mean, I haven't even talked about the cheating issues and the terrible servers and the horrible maps. Honestly, worse than MW 2019's. I mean, why do we keep regressing across the board? But on top of all of that, the biggest piece of news I have for you today is them not only lying, but them completely fucking over their player base. I don't know how the people still playing are even still playing, but this literally forces them off the game. Take a look at this garbage. PSA, permanent boosting bans being issued, seemingly for AFKing in Plunder. As of yesterday, tons of people with no prior account infractions are getting perma-banned for quote-unquote boosting with no way to appeal. Unrelated to the recent anti-cheat update, bans are specifically labeled as boosting when appealed, even though the security and enforcement policy page lists first offense boosting as only a temporary ban. So they're outright lying in their terms of use. Like nothing. Really just take that in right there. They are lying to you straight up in what they are writing out. They can't even get their fucking rules straight. Why? Let me continue. But it lists that as first offense boosting as only a temporary ban. Complete and utter lie. And AFKing isn't mentioned anywhere. It's even worse. Whatever changed to the ban system they rolled out with the anti-cheat update the other day seems to be hitting people who use the rubber band trick either intentionally to combat idling or possibly because they'd get repeatedly killed by people farming the AFKers and the system flags it as boosting. People on Steam forums / Twitter / various COD discords claiming they've had a fully clean account for over a decade getting hit with permabans. Others saying they haven't touched the game in months and only found out because Steam game ban alerts. That doesn't even make sense. That kind of goes back to that theory I had where is your profile being used by the AI bots and stuff that they put in the game, verifiably put in the game now while you're not playing? That's something I saw in this weird patent they came out with where they could use your PC. It's complicated. That might be getting too conspiracy theorist, but I am just asking logical questions. Why are people getting banned when they haven't touched the game in months? It doesn't make any sense. The hell of it is here is that I've heard of people that will join a match of Call of Duty now, and maybe, I don't know, man, their dog shits in the floor and they got to clean it up, so they go AFK for like 3 or 4 or 5 minutes or whatever, right? And they just forget that they're in a match. They're getting permabanned for that. I have seen people saying that. I mean, I don't know if that's true necessarily, but I have no reason to doubt them when the company that's supplying the game that they are playing are verifiably in writing, written in blood, lying to us. Why wouldn't I believe the people still playing this tripe over the $1 trillion company? I mean, not only are they lying, they're not putting anything about AFKing at all in the rules on what's bannable or not. It is complete and utter tripe. Let's take a look at some of the comments on that thread, though, real quick. This is where it gets really spicy. And the winner of the Logic Award goes to this guy who deleted his account. Did the Microsoft Activision assassins take this man out for using his brain, for having an IQ in the triple digits? It appears so. He's gone. But he says, okay, maybe they should actually make the Battle Pass progression tolerable if they don't want people to AFK it. I finished the current Fortnite Battle Pass with all the bonus rewards in around the same amount of time it takes me to get to tier 80 on this game. And permanent bans are ridiculous. I can understand account warnings, but permanent account bans for going AFK? But yeah, I've covered it before. They keep making the Battle Pass grind take longer and longer and longer each season to inflate their failing player retention numbers. After seeing this egregious lying, I don't buy anything in regards to their stupid Circana numbers where they're trading places with Fortnite. Yeah, they're using like 4 different games in one, but I covered in a video on this channel, still up, still viewable. I'll leave it at the end of this one if you want to click it and watch it, where I verifiably, with cold hard proof, showed that when I closed out of Call of Duty, it did not close on my PC. It stayed open on Steam. Even when I force quit on Steam, it still had Call of Duty programs running in the background in my task manager without my consent. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that these numbers that they are showing their shareholders are so inflated, and I think that they're just lying straight up. I mean, they're lying in their rule set. They have lied verifiably about so much. I've covered it dozens upon dozens of times on this channel. Who is to say they are not somehow grossly inflating their player numbers, or someone's getting paid under the table? Because nothing matches up. When I show you the Steam charts numbers of Call of Duty, we are in the second lowest month since Call of Duty came to Steam. And this is after, verifiably, at least for their word, they could be lying about this too. They said they saw a 60% increase in sales on Steam in regards to Black Ops 6 when compared to Modern Warfare 3. Anytime I see a hard number as it pertains to this player count for Call of Duty, it paints an entirely different picture than what I see on these console numbers. I mean, they're not even numbers, is the thing. It's just a ranking. It doesn't show the actual numbers. I just don't buy it. I'm sorry. I don't fucking buy it. It doesn't add up anymore. I'm sure a lot of casual little Timmies and people with IQs that resemble my current thermostat settings are playing Call of Duty, especially on console. But why is it that every time I get hard data, hard, unbiased data, it makes the game look like garbage? It looks like no one's playing it. Why is that? You know, why do the numbers on unbiased charts keep falling at record speed? You know, I mean, think about that. Second lowest of all time. And there's more games in the Call of Duty HQ than ever. I'm getting sidetracked. I meant to show you guys more comments from the thread, and I'll get back to that in just a second. But real quick, the player count numbers for Modern Warfare 2, I think it was, and Warzone 2 at the time leaked ages ago. And it was like, I don't know, I think by the end of it, not counting COD Mobile, it was like 600,000 concurrent players across every single platform. Hell, just 4 months ago, there were rumors, verified rumors from trusted leakers, that Warzone was going to stop receiving support altogether because their numbers were so bad. And the numbers are still bad. It's like, what? Huh? You guys get what I'm saying, right? I'm not saying anything conspiracy theorist here. I'm not. I am simply asking logical questions. Why are there so many contradictions with everything? How do they keep trading the #1 spot with Fortnite if the player numbers are so bad for their BR that they're considering canning it just 4 months ago? And then that bump we saw on Steam, we determined that the numbers on Steam directly correlated across all platforms, give or take, but it's directly correlated to the overall sentiment and player numbers that we see everywhere, across the board. Make it make sense. In closing, I'm going to read these comments about how they lied to the people and have banned people straight up for the boosting, AFK boosting, quote unquote thing, okay? Let's read these comments. I was also banned. A warning would be okay, but after 20 years, a directly permaban. Really? This guy says, did you AFK within the past 2 days? And he says, I did at the beginning of every season since Warzone 1. Every time in solo plunder lobbies, to teammates' harm. I would occasionally AFK in solo plunder at the end of the night back in MW3. Haven't played in about a month or two at all. This is pretty wild how far they are going back. So that explains why people who haven't been on in months are getting banned. More plausible than the theory I just had earlier. I digress. And how few games they consider worthy of a permanent ban. 22 years of playing and never cheated one single time. This guy says, did you get banned? And he says, yes, I did. This guy says, also permaban for solo AFK and plunder. First time doing it since having an Activision account for probably 20 years now. Had to appeal to find out why, as no reason was given on the ban notice. Was then told for boosting and ban is permanent. Now blocked completely from making further appeals or contacting their support. What a joke. Firstly, by their own security and enforcement policy, it notes boosting below is defined as colluding with another user. How does solo AFKing and plunder fit this definition? The very fact that this activity is not explicitly outlawed in their policy is probably why so many people were doing it without fear. Any court of law would rule in favor of the player, as this rule doesn't explicitly relate to the activity being banned. Secondly, where it's a first offense per their own rules again, why are people being permanently banned without warning and given no chance to appeal against what they have been banned for? Thirdly, plunder mode awards players simply for participating without any activity, even as a solo. There is no harm being done to other players in the match or the community as a whole by just being in the game. This is simply another way for Activision to stoke their tiny, greedy cocks. I think he means stroke, but maybe it's stoke because these fuckers probably are morally in hell. They want to stoke the fire to their little tiny peckers. By interpreting their own rules anyway, they see fit to erase people's hard-earned money spent on the game. Effing disgusting. This is from their rules, their own rules. Boosting. Any user who colludes with another user to exploit the game for the purpose of gaining XP, prestige, game score, weapon level, or in-game unlock is subject to penalty. First offense, user may be temporarily suspended from playing the game online, have their stats, emblems, and weapon customizations reset, and have their leaderboard entries deleted. Extreme or repeat offenses, user may be permanently suspended from playing the game online, have their stats, emblems, and weapon customizations reset, and be blocked permanently from appearing in leaderboards. Why is there such a disconnect with what they write and what they do? It's across the board. Why do they lie so much? And why do the people still playing this shit on Steam still play it? Am I going insane? I'm sorry for yelling, but who in their right mind would still play and spend money on this game when reports of this, what I'm showing you right now, could happen to them for something in the future that's not even listed in their rule set? They don't know what the fuck they're doing! In closing, Punch Rock Chest, the guy I covered earlier, says, it literally says boosting, first offense, user may be temporarily suspended. So that was a gigantic lie from Activision. Also, the last time I boosted was in MW3. They're going back that far. I would occasionally start a solo plunder game at the end of the night to relax, throw on a movie or show, and if I got distracted, it would AFK kick me, and then my Xbox would auto shut off. Apparently, that is worth a permanent ban a year later after 22 years of playing. And keep in mind, the cheaters, the people actually cheating and ruining the game, which it's just getting worse and worse, do not get banned by their garbage AI Ricochet anti-cheat system. This franchise is beyond embarrassing, and I pray that there is some sort of repercussion for this from the thousands of people, no doubt, banned from this franchise. And I hope if you did get banned, and maybe you're watching this video, maybe you're not, but I hope if you did get banned, I sincerely hope you never touch this trash franchise ever again, unless they personally email you and apologize and send a hooker to your house to suck your dick. Nothing would get me back on this terrible game. I'm out of time. I hope you enjoyed. Rate this video, comment on this video, like this video. This is inexcusable garbage. We need to stand up for ourselves now, and God knows if I didn't cover this, nobody would. Who would? Nero maybe? Foley? The Rick? That's about it, probably. Why aren't there more people bringing this up? All of you bootlickers out there, all of you COD cocksuckers that play this game and wait for your Activision invite in the mail. Why are you not covering this? Why are you not? Seriously, I want to know. I'm out of time. I'm out. I hate it. I hate this game. Hate this franchise. It's embarrassing, and I feel so bad for the players. I really, truly do.